There are many types of monsters in this world. Monsters who will not show themselves and who cause trouble. Monsters who abduct children. Monsters who devour dreams. Monsters who suck blood. And monsters who always tell lies. Lying monsters are a real nuisance. They are much more cunning than other monsters.
They pose as humans, even though they have no understanding of the human heart. They eat, even though they've never experienced hunger. They study, even though they have no interest in academics. They seek friendship, even though they do not know how to love.
What I am about to tell you is the story of how I was framed in high school. Basically, this story takes back in April 20th. On April 20th, a fake account of one of my friend was made, but this friend is hated by almost the whole school, so I wasn't very surprised. His name was Abdul. The fake account of Abdul had his full name, which no one else had, except for Abdul himself, or a close friend of his, a sibling, or someone from his class who found their teacher's attendance and has no life. That is what I told Abdul. My first guess to this fake account was Abdul himself. I told him that, then said, "Just kidding." I was in fact not kidding, but the chances of someone making a fake account of themselves aren't very high, so I let the thought slide. It even texted me, quote, "You're a bitch," but I just blocked it right after that. Like any other normal person, I will not be unblocking it. For a long period of time, I did not care or think of this fake account. Now I was also talking to a girl I liked in this time, focusing on school and friends, and just living my regular life. Going back to Abdul. Abdul was a newer student who came in the second semester. He never liked the school and claimed it was boring. 4 days after the fake account, he brought up the idea of slapboxing me, because that's what he did at his old school. He finally convinced to slapbox me, even though I did not want to, but it was only for 10 seconds. It was in fact not 10 seconds, but it wasn't any longer than 15 seconds. My other friend recorded the match and we said go light and not very hard. Because this was my first ever slapbox, he won of course. But when I looked at the video, Abdul did not go light at all. As I looked back at the video, he swung his arms full force like a bullet train. No other friend has asked to slap box me, but I didn't really think he secretly hated me since he frequently called me and liked to talk to me. I was clowned by everyone who knew I lost, but Abdul defended me and claimed it was a tie. Abdul was being a good friend and threatened to slap box anyone who makes fun of my loss to Abdul. 5 days after the fight on Wednesday, I decided to go get a haircut by my friend. Then Abdul showed up and wanted to give a try. I said, "I don't trust you." After the cut, a couple of my friends in my friend group show up, and we walk down to where we get picked up. We were talking about the girl I liked because I saw her do a TikTok dance with some other guy who is a friend of Abdul. Let's call him John. Abdul was surprised when he found out I liked this girl I'm talking to, but he must have forgotten because I told him this like 2-3 weeks ago. It was now Thursday, and this girl is in my math class, and the last time I talked to her was on Tuesday. On Tuesday, she invited me to her track meet, and it was her last game. I went to go watch it at the bleachers. When she finished, she sat next to me, and we had a little conversation for about 10 minutes, then we had to leave. Now going back to when I said it was Thursday, she was acting odd. Not just in math class, but the hallways and cafeteria. She was like avoiding me all math class for some reason. And honestly, I was stressing. I remembered that day she was running for vice president. So at the end of class, right before we leave, as we're packing up, I jokingly ask her, quote, "Hey, did you vote for yourself?" And she didn't look at me and almost yelled, quote,
Of course I voted for myself.
When she said that, I was heartbroken and confused. I went to go put my calculators away and she looked mad, but she wasn't mad at the other classmates, so I was so confused. Anyways, that same day, I was supposed to go to the mall with my friends that we planned out. I did not want to go anymore. I felt heartbroken because I felt that she hated me. One of my other friends, let's call him Manny, since he sits next to her. I asked Manny, "Why did she have an attitude?" He said, quote, "Bro, I think she hates you." I was even more sad. Then I saw him, Abdul. This guy comes up to me and says, quote, "Bro, you look depressed. You look like actually sad." I told him what happened in math class and he told me to just call her. I was like, why would I call her if she is so mad? Honestly, I was just scared and too scared to even text. I didn't think much of it and just thought she was having a bad day. It is now the next day. Anyways, we are in the same Spanish class, but I missed that class. Now, throughout the day, Abdul kept bothering me, asking me if I have texted or called her yet. And he kept on saying I looked depressed. I was like, how is he the only one to truly understand that I'm actually kind of sad? Remember when I said he is almost hated by the whole school? Well, there is a reason for that, and it's because of his annoying personality and the controversial things he says to people. But anyways, Abdul was talking to a girl like me. But the difference is he got rejected. After his rejection, he started talking shit and more shit. So then the girl and her whole friend group started hating on him. That was his fault. Abdul then told me he felt bad and wished he never got into beef with her. At the end of school, I went to go talk to the girl I'm talking to, but she walked past me on her phone as if she was trying to avoid me. I thought that maybe she just didn't see me. As she was probably in her car, I decided to text her, quote, "Hey, how was Spanish?" She replied to me, quote, "Are you serious?" Very dry, and I was just confused. I gave her a laugh emoji to change the mood a bit, but that did not happen at all. Now you may be wondering, when do I get to the part of me being framed? Is this clickbait? Well, this next part will add everything up to how I was framed. The girl says, "No, that's not what I mean. Like, why are you pretending nothing happened?" I was speechless of confusion. Like, I was thinking, oh crap, maybe she's mad, we haven't talked in a while, but I just replied with, quote, "Oh wait, what did I do?" She then tells me, quote, "The fake Abdul account said it was you." Now I'm bouncing off the walls because it all makes sense now, but I was thinking, why the hell would she believe it? Is she slow? I asked her what happened, and she showed me screenshots. Screenshots of the fake account saying the usual, like, quote, "You're a bitch and shut the fuck up." Then the second screenshot shows the fake account claiming it is me, and I made the account because I hate Abdul. When I clearly don't, I was so angry, like who would do such a thing? I called her. I tried to convince her it wasn't me. I was trying to tell her that I don't even text like that and I automatically have lowercase. She shared her screen because there was more to it. She showed me personal information that only one of my friends from Wednesday would know. So of course it seems so convincing that it could be me. I showed her I got no other accounts on my Instagram. She told me anyone can delete it, and I'm not building a good case for myself. She was right. On Wednesday, there were about 5 of us, including me, in that conversation, where we get picked up. One of them is the fake Abdul account. Let's call these guys friend 1, friend 2, friend 3, and then there's Abdul. Now it wouldn't be friend 1 or 2 because I've been friends with them longer than anyone else there. Okay, now there's friend 2 and Abdul, and friend 2 I barely talk to. So why would he waste his time doing something this random? Now all we have left is Abdul himself. The messages were sent to the girl on Wednesday, an hour after school. I was thinking, maybe it was the guy who made the TikTok with her on Wednesday, who we called John. No, it can't be because John was friends with Abdul, unless John was a fake friend. I called my friends and I first went to Abdul because I thought it was him. He got mad and told me it wasn't, and showed me he only has one account, which is weird because Abdul has another account that he texts me on frequently, but it didn't show up. I had a plan, and I told him. Basically, I'm friends with a girl who follows the fake. Let's call her Girl 2. The plan was, Girl 2 would text the fake account, and once they get into a conversation, I would be with the girl I'm talking to prove her I'm not texting Girl 2 on a fake account. That was my plan, but honestly that was just too much, so I sent her 2 messages which said this: "I have an idea how to prove I'm not some fake Abdul account. But honestly, if I had a problem with you, I'd just say it. I'm not gonna hide behind some fake account and randomly call you a bitch." She then unfollowed me and left me on scene. There was no point anymore. There was no way to trace him. I had lost. Or did I? You really think I gave up that easily? You see, after I told my plan to Abdul, the fake account randomly texts Girl 2 out of nowhere saying, "You're a bitch," at 5:45. Then at 5:46, ironically, Abdul texts Girl 2. Here is the conversation. Not only that, but the writing styles is the same. Also, who the hell would know his last name? And isn't it a little suspicious that on Wednesday and Thursday he kept telling me to text the girl who I'm talking to? Not only that, but on Thursday, the day we had plans with my friends, he told one of my friends, quote, "How much you want to bet Landon is gonna fumble her?" I had no sleep that night. I couldn't believe it. Could Abdul, my friend, secretly hate me? Has he really been preying on my downfall since day 1? Has the fake account user really been under my nose this whole time? Well, now it makes perfect sense. The things the fake account told to the girl I'm talking to were the things I told Abdul. They type the exact same and send messages at the same times. It all traces back to Abdul. I didn't believe myself at first, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized everything traced back to Abdul. On Sunday, Abdul texted me like usual. I left him on scene. He then texted me, quote, Bro, why the F would you think it's me, and why the F are you mad at me for no effing reason? Wait, but I never told him I suspected it was him. The answer is now bright as day. You have lost, Abdul.
There are many types of monsters in this world. Monsters who will not show themselves and who cause trouble. Monsters who abduct children. Monsters who devour dreams. Monsters who